Thank you for tuning in. This is the WJTS News. I'm Bill Potter reporting. Drugs were found on a Harrison County woman who left a Jasper restaurant without paying. Saturday afternoon, the Jasper police were dispatched to Shoney's restaurant in reference to 3 individuals leaving without paying for their food. Upon investigation, officers learned that the subjects were staying next door at the Super 8 hotel. One of the subjects, identified as 39-year-old Tasha Linton of Harrison County, had already left the hotel. She was found to have several active warrants in Crawford and Harrison County. Officers were given a description of Linton and her vehicle, and a short time later she was located nearby, grounded at 435 U.S. Highway 231. When officers initially made contact with Linton, she gave a false name multiple times, but was identified as Tasha Linton and was taken into custody. A search was conducted on Linton and 2 clear plastic baggies were found, one containing a substance believed to be methamphetamine, and the other containing 2 blue pills later identified as a controlled substance, diazepam. Linton was booked into the DuBois County Security Center and is facing charges of possession of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance, and false identity statement. An accident in Jasper resulted in the total loss of 2 vehicles. Saturday morning, 82-year-old Farrell King was driving his 2009 Dodge Journey southbound when he attempted to turn from the 1900 block of Newton Street into the parking lot of a business along Newton Street. While King was attempting to turn left in front of oncoming traffic, a 2015 Kia Sorento driven by 21-year-old Alexana Han was traveling northbound on Newton and crashed into the right side of King's Dodge. Both drivers and passengers were treated at the scene, and King and his passenger, Joy King, were transported to Memorial Hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Both vehicles were considered a total loss. Han was cited for driving while suspended. The passenger in Han's vehicle, Trenton Bass, was cited for failure to wear a seatbelt, and King was cited for failing to yield the right of way. The Indiana General Assembly has given some authority to roughly 124 state government entities to adopt rules in the Indiana Administrative Code, and it's important that the General Assembly maintain confidence in the work of our government agencies. Here is State Senator Mark Messmer with his weekly report.
Hello, this is State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report. The Indiana General Assembly has given some authority to roughly 124 state government entities to adopt rules in the Indiana Administrative Code, and it's important that the General Assembly maintain confidence in the work of our state government agencies. To assure these entities are operating efficiently, I authored Senate Enrolled Act 264, which establishes a task force to study each agency under the governor's office. This task force will take a deeper look at the process by which state agencies adopt administrative rules and the fee, fine, and other revenue stream structures identified in administrative rules. It will also investigate how our fee and fine structures compare to other states and whether or not we charge Hoosiers more than other states fine their citizens. This is in part response to a report in 2021 in which 78 administrative rules were adopted with a potential economic impact on Indiana small businesses of up to $1.5 million. The 10 members of the task force will be appointed by the President Pro Tem of the Senate, the Minority Leader of the Senate, the Speaker of the House, and the Minority Leader of the House. The chair of the task force will be determined by the chair of the Legislative Council. No matter your job, it's important to be held accountable. As a state senator of District 48, my constituents hold me accountable for each and every bill I vote on. Similarly, the legislature must ensure Indiana's Department of Corrections, Professional Licensing Agency, Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and any other agency are operating in the best interest of Hoosiers. Senate Enrolled Act 264 is a significant step in accomplishing this. I look forward to reviewing the findings of the task force. As always, feel free to contact me directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. This has been State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report.
As always, feel free to contact Senator Messmer's office directly with your questions and concerns at email senator.messmer@iga.in.gov, or you can call 800-382-9467. Here's a traffic note. There will be a traffic signal adjustment scheduled for US 231 and 14th Street in Huntingburg. The Indiana Department of Transportation has announced changes that recently modernized intersection in Huntingburg. Now that's the intersection near the Huntingburg Dairy Queen on the north side of town. Beginning on or around Tuesday, May 10th, NDOT crews will restrict traffic at the intersection of US 231 and 14th Street in Huntingburg to remove and replace traffic signal heads. Currently, the intersection is designed to allow dedicated left turns controlled by turn arrows. Another further review of the area, NDOT will slightly modify the intersection to immediately improve traffic flow, with future projects in stages being studied based on the need to determine the best long-term solution. The current signals with turn arrows will be replaced with traditional 3-bulb signal heads. Left turns will still be allowed at this intersection. However, they no longer will be split-phased. Right now, all northbound traffic crosses the intersection, then all southbound traffic crosses. Instead, all directions will run freely. Traffic making left turns will need to find a proper gap in traffic to make those movements. By making the left-hand movements permissible instead of protected, this will allow north and southbound movements to occur at the same time, increasing the efficiency and reducing queuing. Work to replace the signals is expected to take a few hours and include removing the current signal heads, hanging the new ones, and programming the timings. Drivers should expect short delays during the project. NDOT does urge drivers to slow down and stay alert near crews. And another Huntingburg traffic note, due to box culvert replacement work on West 1st Street, the road is closed between the intersection of County Road 630 South and Old State Road 64, and the intersection of 1st Street and 1st Avenue will remain closed until approximately Monday, May 16th, weather permitting. Please find an alternate route during the work. For more information, contact the Huntingburg Street Department, 812-683-4122, 683-4122. And now stay tuned. WJTS News will continue in a moment with Monday with the Mayor, featuring Huntingburg Mayor Steve Schwinghammer. A look at weather, and Kurt Guxell steps in with sports.